About a week ago, I was sitting down on the sofa about to eat some chips, and my fiancée asked, quote, random, but can we watch Cars? I obviously said, sure, why not? And promptly slapped it on. And while I was initially just enjoying the nostalgia and realising I can still basically just quote any scene from this movie, because as we all know, my brain is full of completely useless information from 15 to 20 years ago, rather than anything actually beneficial to my life. As it went on, I found myself reminiscing on the slightly later era of painstakingly circumventing my parents' parental controls to watch YouTube videos about film reviews, film trailers, that kind of thing, and also film theories. And among those that my young whippersnapper self consumed was the Pixar theory, stating that all of the films by the studio are contained within one continuous universe, including, somehow, the Cars films. But as you can imagine, the Cars trilogy and expanded universe of general insanity was always a bit of a shoehorn, because, I mean, obviously, look, the Cars, what's going on here? How does any of this work? And just as I was thinking about this, it hit me. This series is a film series within the universe. And this isn't just a baseless, oh, I can't figure it out, let's just call it that and move on theory. There is irrefutable proof that has been staring us in the face for the last 19 years that proves that this has to be in-universe media.
Lightning McQueen here, and I use Rusty's medicated bumper ointment, new rear end formula. Nothing sues a rusty bumper like Rusty's. Wow, look at that shine. Use Rusty's, and you too can look like me. Ka-chow!
This is an in-universe advert for the in-universe product Rusty's. Yeah? We all in agreement there? So this, within the universe of Cars, is media that was produced. Okay? So with that in mind, where's the camera car? You get it? If this is an in-universe advert that Lightning McQueen was paid to make, and he drove out onto the empty track and had produced, you should be able to see the reflection of the car with the camera in his front bumper. But you can't. That is impossible. The only explanation for this is that this entire thing is an animated film. Which it is, obviously. But I'm saying it is within the Pixar reverse as well. And in the modern age, there's even precedent for this. I haven't seen Lightyear, but I am led to believe it is two things. One, an in-universe movie. And two, the Lego Movie 2. We can see reflections of all of the rest of the racetrack around him in his face. But if this is an in-universe advert, which it definitively is because it is playing on the TV screen in the Rusty's tent, then there should be a slightly warped, distorted reflection of another car pointing a slightly canted camera at his face, and there isn't. In the real world, this is just a minor oversight in the production of the film. They obviously didn't think, oh wait, no, this is an in-universe advert, there should be a camera car in here, because obviously in the rest of the film you wouldn't want reflection, there'd be no reason to put in reflections of cameras, because, you know, it's animated, you get the benefit of not having to worry about getting the camera in reflections. Like this, for example. So clearly they were so used to not purposefully putting reflections of cameras in things where they're not needed that they didn't think, oh wait, no, this one should have a reflection of a camera because this is a piece of media in the universe. But I think that exact same thing is true within the Pixar universe. It's an animated film, and that exact same oversight was made. But what about by and large product placement? There's a Dynaco petrol station in Toy Story 1, product placement. But Doc Hudson's in The Incredibles. No, he isn't. That's just a Hudson Hornet. I've never understood how anyone considers this evidence of anything. There's Hudson Hornets in the real world. In fact, not only that, there's the fabulous Hudson Hornet in the real world. So by this logic, there's unironically more evidence of cars existing in the real world than there is in the universe of The Incredibles. But what about the Easter eggs from before 2 and 3 came out? What, you mean the poster and the plaster? Two things that would make an incredible amount of sense to be merchandise for a film. What about the carified version of the restaurant from Ratatouille? A reference to a real-life famous restaurant. Abandoned leakless can in all of this trash in product placement. Every brand that you see in one of the Cars films that you then also see in one of the other Pixar films, they're just real brands that exist in the other films in the actual universe that are then used as product placement within the Cars films.
This theory also explains all of the impossible photos that are up in various places in the third film. It's always bothered me that this is the company that's known for attention to detail in just places where it doesn't even matter really. Could they not have rendered a few new stills for this? In fact, they have. They're just never the ones that are focused on for some reason.
Also, Cars 2 is possibly the best one and is at least better than 3, Fight Me. I was going to make a whole video about that after I made this, but this guy covered literally everything I was going to say, so go watch him instead. Bye! It's not car-related. It's literally... It's an oil crisis. That's incredibly car-related. Why are they spies? Spy cars are a massive part of spy films, and, like, that's the perfect way to make, like, a kid's spy film, like, making the, like, car with the crazy gadgets the centerpiece.
Wow.